Welcome back, Culturalists. This time around, we're ranking the best debut albums from the women throughout hip-hop. We highly recommend doing a little research because even we were surprised by the spots some of these albums landed at. But first, we want to give an honorable mention to a few trailblazers that made this list possible. Queen Latifah's All Hail the Queen, Foxy Brown's Il Nana, and A Curious Tale of Trials and Persons by Little Sims. All were super dope and would have made this list if it weren't for so many gems to choose from. So leave us comments about your favorites. You know, put us on something we may have missed. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe if you love it. With that out of the way, let's get to it. Number 10, Let There Be Eve. Eve was not only the first lady of Rough Riders, but hers was also the first non-DMX album to drop on the legendary label. Her 1999 debut found the Philly representative flexing impressive range, fitting in with her fiercely street-oriented label mates on tougher records, while also managing to show her softer side with vulnerable tracks working just as well. The latter heard on singles like Love Is Blind or B-sides like Heaven Only Knows, while Brothers in Rhyme, DMX, Jada, and Drag On appear on bangers Dog Match, Scenario 2000, and Let's Talk About It respectively. The self-proclaimed Pitbull in the Skirt floats over top Swiss Beats Production, who was responsible for all but 3 records on the album. With 18 tracks, it's not without its flaws. Only one of the 6 skits is worth listening to more than once, and the songs that don't work really don't work. Like Missy was on fire through this gap, and the record she is on is nothing short of terrible. A few skips aside, we're left with a debut that deserves more respect than it gets, and is easily the strongest of Eve's 4 LPs. Number 9, The Brat, Functified. Peaking at number 11 on the Billboard 200, Functified secured the first solo platinum plaque for the ladies of hip-hop. Hailing from the Shy, The Brat, born Shantae Harris, put her own unique spin on the G-Funk sound that dominated the mid-90s. Top-tier production from Jermaine Dupri and features from Candy, Latasha Scott, YT, Mac Daddy, and Dupri himself all had the So So Def crew holding their own, despite being sandwiched between the Death Row and Bad Boy dynasties. Tracks like The Shit You Can't Fuck With, Fire It Up, and Functified can all still get a party lit today, but her flow and energy are the markers that this trailblazing album will be remembered for. Number 8, Gangsta Boo, Inquiring Minds. Repping in 3-6 straight out of Memphis, Gangsta Boo held it down for the ladies all across the South. Production from DJ Paul and Juicy J, along with a superb flow, gave Inquiring Minds one of the most distinguished sounds on his list. From the title track to Where Them Dollars At to Nigga You Know and everything in between, Boo made sure to always put the music first, and you can hear her influence in artists today like fellow Memphis native Glorilla. At 21 tracks and 75 minutes, the album can feel like it's dragging at times, but still a highly enjoyable listen. From her flow and delivery to her grounded lyricism, her personality seeps into every aspect of the project and sets her apart from the women who came before and after. R.I.P. Lola Mitchell. Number 7, Rhapsody, The Idea Beautiful. Rhapsody's debut album plays like a love letter to hip-hop purists and those longing for the days of substance and subdued sounds. Largely foregoing any drums or bass, she masterfully delivers her signature brand of storytelling over Ninth Wonder production with additional contributions from Crisis and Eric G. While it is a more intentional and deliberate listen, tracks like Nonfiction, Celebrate, and Good Good Love demonstrate why Rhapsody commands the lane in hip-hop she does today. Features from Ab Soul, Mac Miller, BJ the Chicago Kid, and others help tie this 70-minute project perfectly. A more versatile sound would land this project higher on the list, but she would eventually iron out those kinks. Layla's Wisdom and Eve, they're both super dope projects. Number 6, Megan Thee Stallion, Good News. Consistently finding her name in the headlines, the hot girl coach decided to give fans and haters alike some good news. Released amidst a string of successful mixtapes, Meg's debut album moved more than 100K in first week sales to secure a number 2 debut on the charts. Guests like SZA, City Girls, Young Thug, Lil Durk. We even get a rare appearance from Queen Bee on the Billboard topping Savage remix. She will also see commercial success on singles Girls in the Hood and Don't Stop, which are radio and TikTok favorites. Collaborating with frequent producers, Lil Ju made the beat and Juicy J, with Buddha Bless, Take Heath, and DA Got That Dope, all appearing on various tracks. The production is one of the album's strongest features, while her versatile flows are on full display with tracks like Body, Shots Fired, and Work That. The structure of the project certainly would have benefited if she left off songs like Sugar Baby and Don't Rock Me to Sleep. We get that she was trying to tap into that pop bag. We just wish she incorporated more of the bar-heavy mixtape Meg that we got on Fever. Number 5, Azealia Banks, Broke with Expensive Taste. Following several setbacks, including a label change, Broke with Expensive Taste was released with no prior announcement or promotion. Despite the unexpected arrival, the project would be met with widespread critical acclaim with its mix of hip-hop, dance, and pop elements. Banks would also display lyrical prowess that few MCs can match, men or women. The production being handled by an expansive and versatile team of producers, Broke with Expensive Taste sports the most deep and layered sound of any album on this list, and it's not even close. Desperado, JFK, and Heavy Metal and Reflective all highlight Azalea's creativity and foresight, making a lot of sounds we hear today more palatable. This was a project that started drawing comparisons to Kanye. Now, unfortunately, we think they're drawing comparisons for different reasons. Number 4, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, Super Duper Fly. Missy and Timbaland were on one with this 1997 debut album. Sock It To Me, The Rain, Friendly Skies, Best Friends, there's no shortage of classics on here. Super Duper Fly hosts features from Lil Kim, Aaliyah, Genuine, and the Brat to find the perfect balance between hip-hop, R&B, and funk. On top of selling 130,000 albums in its first week, Super Duper Fly garnered widespread acclaim from critics and fans. Timbaland's innovative sound and Missy's visionary style blended together perfectly, helping to cement one of the best 1-2 punches in hip-hop history. In 2020, the album would make it to 93 on Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Albums of All Time list. Take that with a grain of salt, but we think no matter the metric, the project is a top 100 hip-hop album of all time. Let us know down in the comments who are your top 5 all-time rapper-producer combos. Number 3, Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy. High-profile features, career-defining singles, and a debut atop the Billboard charts, Invasion of Privacy looks more like a resume than a debut album. The QC Queen's dominant 255,000 first-week sales would be the 9th highest mark of the year. We're talking all genres, not just hip-hop. Not to mention more than 100,000 of those units coming in pure album sales. Bodak Yellow, which drew inspiration from No Flockin', and I Like It would both go on to become #1 hits, making Cardi the first female rapper to achieve multiple chart toppers. The album would go on to enjoy critical acclaim and break numerous records on its way to becoming triple platinum. Invasion of Privacy played a significant role in Cardi's crossover efforts, opening up a new lane for Latin trap to change the soundscape of music. Cardi's invasion of the industry has ushered in a new wave of female hip-hop artists, taking over radio waves and clubs. Her influence is only due to and rivaled by the select project we ranked above her. Number 2, Lil Kim Hardcore. Staying true to its title, Lil Kim's debut album would prove to be instrumental in kicking the door open for women's agency in hip-hop. After rap crews started adding women to their rosters, it became a routine for those artists to sound like their male counterparts. In this case, Kim could do no better than getting the assist from one of the greatest MCs of all time, the notorious B.I.G. Following her success with Junior Mafia, Kim and Biggie got busy in the legendary Hit Factory, cranking out this instant classic, receiving both critical and commercial praise. With production ranging from Puff and Stevie J to Ski and Jermaine Dupri, Hardcore consistently has Kim rapping on some of the most recognizable beats of the 90s. Big Mama Thing, Drugs, and Queen Bitch, all appearing on the same album, sounds like an anthology, but that just speaks to the quality of the project. We don't know why they included the album cut of Crush on You without any verses from Kim, but the resulting record is a masterclass in bringing concepts to life, putting the impact and influence of this project on par with any album you can think of, including number 1, Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday. With the largest first week for a female hip-hop artist since Miseducation at 375,000 units, Pink Friday occupies rarefied air that few albums get to enjoy. At a healthy fighting weight of 13 tracks and a 50-minute runtime, we're sure even if you're not a Nicki fan, at least 5 of these songs live in your head written free. Often straddling the line between hip-hop and pop, Nicki's debut was initially met with mixed reviews. In the 12 years since its release, however, Pink Friday's influence and legacy are undeniable. Netting her 3 Grammy nominations, Best Rap Album, Performance, and New Artist, the album would also go on to be certified triple platinum. 3 might just be her lucky number. The album definitely has moments that haven't aged well. We're looking at you, Last Chance. But it also single-handedly catapulted her into global superstar status. Not only would it be the beginning of the Young Money dynasty, but more importantly, it will begin building her case for the greatest female MC. A debate we'll leave to you in the comments. And the current bench for female rappers is pretty deep. Who do you think got next? Who else deserves an honorable mention on this list? While you're here, check out the rankings on the screen and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a list. I'm QB for the culture. We out.